You slapped a neon sticker on my garage that says, commercial vehicle, overnight parking, signage, noise, idling, because I parked my wrapped plumbing truck in my driveway this week. And now the neighborhood app reads like I opened a strip mall on Willow Bend instead of eating pasta with my kids. Let's take a breath. I'm Officer Salazar. I'm here because the HOA logged 4 specifics. 3 consecutive overnights with a vehicle over 3/4 ton parked in the driveway instead of garaged. Company graphics larger than the HOA's signage limit facing the street. A 6:15 a.m. compressor run while you loaded fittings, and an evening idle at 9:40 p.m. that carried a low diesel hum into 2 bedrooms. I'm not here to get between you and your mortgage. I'm here to keep this calm and walk you through what the rules actually require. No commercial vehicles on the street overnight. Garage first parking with wraps not visible when stored. Magnetic covers or wrap blankets when driveway staging is permitted. No idling and no tool noise before 7 a.m. or after 9 p.m. And load-unload windows measured in minutes, not hours, so you can keep earning without turning the cul-de-sac into a storefront. I didn't buy a billboard. I bought a truck that carries pipe. The wrap paid for itself with 2 jobs last month. The sticker made my mom think I brought a forklift home. The sticker landed because those 4 things stacked in 3 days. The consecutive overnights made your driveway look like a small yard for your business. The big graphics are clean, but they read like advertising in a residential sightline. The early compressor test woke a baby, and the night idle became the soundtrack to a thread. None of that bans a livelihood. It says if your work vehicle sleeps here, it sleeps inside or invisible. It only shows up to load and go, and it never hums while the block tries to sleep. My neighbor with the bay window is walking over with a coffee and a photo of my logo reflected in her glass like I paid for ad space. Please don't turn my tailgate into a courtroom. 20 seconds. Then we'll set a storage plan, cover the logos, and build a quiet loading routine you can actually live with. Please. Short update. Your work truck may stage in the driveway for loading/unloading up to 60 minutes at a time. No more than 2 events per day, with no staging earlier than 7 a.m. or later than 9 p.m. No idling while parked. No compressors or air tools outside those hours. No street overnight under city code and HOA covenants. If the truck sleeps on the property, it must be fully inside the garage with the door closed. When driveway staging, cover all logos, lettering facing the street using full-size magnetic blank panels or a wrap blanket that fits edge to edge, and park nose in so graphics face the house. And any ladders, pipe racks, or unsecured tools must be tied down and out of sight when not in motion. If anyone hears engine noise after 9 or sees the truck overnight on the drive, text me, and I'll be here to help you move it instead of letting the thread do laps. That paragraph sounds like a human wrote it instead of a red stamp. Good. Garage first. Is tough because I've got shelves and a freezer. The truck is a long wheelbase with racks. I can tuck it, but it's tight. Then tonight we measure. If it fits with a shelf move, we move shelves. If it's impossible, we set a strict off-site lot plan for overnights and use your home only as a 1-hour stage. What we don't do is roll the dice with I'll be quick at midnight 3 nights in a row. The graphics are my brand. I didn't wrap it to hide it under a blanket. You wrapped it to work, and you can keep working. The rule is residential sightlines after hours. Your choice is garage closed or temporary cover when you stage. Magnetic blanks save time, measure the doors and quarter panels. Order matte blanks that cover the art edge to edge and keep them in a sleeve behind the seat. On stage, blank on. Load, blank off, go. It says neighbor first without unwrapping your brand. The morning compressor, I ran it for 6 minutes to seat a fitting kit. I wasn't trying to play drums at dawn. 6 minutes at 6:15 reads like 30 to someone who fell asleep at 2. Your new window is after 7 a.m. Better? Seat fittings in the shop or on the job. If you must test at home, close the garage, shut the door, and run a rubber mat under the compressor to kill vibration. But really, compress air where the air becomes pay. The idle at 9:40, diesel glow plugs, phone call, habit. I didn't want a hot start twice. Idling is either comfort or procrastination. Neither belongs in a cul-de-sac at bedtime. New habit, engine off within 60 seconds of park, load, go, or park in the off-site lot and finish phone calls there. Idle equals thread is your new muscle memory. My neighbor is here. She works from home. The bay window faces my driveway, and the reflection of the logo at night spooked her. Give her one sentence that lets her close the blinds without feeling like she moved next to a warehouse. Short version. No overnight in the driveway. Garage first if the truck sleeps on site. 1 hour stage max within 7 a.m., 9 p.m. No idling, no compressor early or late. And magnetic blanks over the wrap, plus nose-in parking so you never see advertising from your window. If you hear a hum after 9, text me and I'll shut it down in minutes. That sounds like a block I can still nap on. Fair. Talk to me about the street. The cul-de-sac looks open at midnight. Can I tuck along the curb if I angle the wheels? City Code and HOA both say no to commercial vehicles on public streets overnight. It blocks sight lines, invites theft, and reads like a rolling shop. If you must be near home, use your driveway to stage briefly, then the off-site lot to sleep. Street is for traffic, not inventory. The ladder rack. It's clean but tall. The app said roofline hazard like it was a catapult. Rooflines fear loose ladders. Your rack stays if it's tied down with locking clamps and nothing sticks past the roofline forward. When staged, the truck's nose is in, so the rack's tall end faces the house, not the street. If a ladder bangs at 7:05 a.m., that's on your straps, not on gravity. We fixed straps today. Tools in the bed. Last night I brought home a copper bundle. I covered it with a tarp. Someone still snapped a photo. Tarp equals flag. If you bring materials home, they either go in the garage behind a closed door or stay off-site. A tarp tells thieves under here is pawn. Also, scrapping open beds leaks trail and reputation. Sweep the bed before you park. The app dragged my logo like it was a crime. I'm not hiding success. I just don't want to pay a fine to park where I live. This isn't about success. It's about zoning feelings. After hours, people want houses to look like houses. During business hours, your brand is fine in the driveway for loading. After 9 p.m., it disappears behind a door or a blank. It's the difference between home and shop at a glance. Let's measure the garage so I stop guessing. A tape measure hits the garage jamb and runs to the back wall. We chalk a tow line on the concrete where ladders won't kiss drywall. 2 shelf units ride 6 inches right to free mirror space. A freezer slides down the wall and the outlet gets a new cord clip. Painter's tape marks the door sweep clearance for the ladder rack. You ease the truck forward until the nose rests shy of the chalk. The rear door kisses daylight. The garage door lowers and clears the rack by a safe inch. The compressor sits on a thick rubber mat now and a new no run before 7 a.m. Sticker stares at your sleepy self. A magnetic blank panel unrolls and clicks flat over the door wrap with the invisible authority of a curtain. The tailgate faces the wall. The bay window neighbor looks across and sees a plain white panel, not a phone number in 300-point font. Okay, I can make this fit with the shelf moved and the freezer on the 3-inch diet. The blanks look less silly than I thought. Blanks say the same thing as a closed garage. This is a house right now. I leave at 6:30 a.m. sometimes for a 7 call. If I can't run air before 7, how do I leave prepped? You load the night before by 8:30 p.m. and run any loud prep at your shop or on site. Morning becomes quiet start. Door up, engine on, engine off within 60 seconds if you're still in the drive, seatbelt go. No slamming ladders, no beep-beep backup, no let me just check with the compressor. Prep is a plan, not a panic. The neighbor group also posted about my brake chirp when I roll into the court. It's a soft reminder to service, I know. Does that ding me? It dings ears at 9:50 p.m. Schedule the service. Squeals sound like neglect even when you're a pro. Your brand is how your truck sounds at night. Weight class. Someone typed the code for no vehicles over 10,000 GVWR. Mine's 9,500. Am I safe? You're within weight, but we still obey signage and overnight rules. If someone shows up with a bucket truck at 14,000, that's a quick no. Plumbing vans like yours live in the gray where behavior makes the difference. Your behavior just changed. The group posted my DOT number and said, free ad. That felt like a lot, which is why you'll cover the wrap during non-business staging. People can't post what they can't see, and you're going to share a one-liner in the app that tells your plan without inviting Yelp. Give me that one-liner so I don't write a paragraph that reads like a confession. Post, work truck now garaged overnight, no idling, no compressor before 7 a.m. after 9 p.m. 1 hour driveway loading only with magnetic blanks over graphics and nose-in parking. If you ever hear a hum after 9, text me and I'll shut it down immediately. I can pace that without starting a debate. Good. What about deliveries? Pallet of water heaters sometimes hits at 7 p.m. The driver takes forever. The app thinks I'm hosting a wholesale show. Delivered to your shop or to the job. If a one-off lands at home, you set a window with the carrier before 8 p.m., and you never leave a pallet in view overnight. Two-person move into the garage fast, garage door down, driveway clear. Or better, pay the liftgate fee and take it to the lot tomorrow. Fuel smell in the garage when the truck sleeps inside. My partner is sensitive. Also, the app imagines arcs and sparks. Keep the tank under 3/4 before a garage night, crack a garage vent, and mount a CO alarm. No running engines with the door down. Chargers live on GFCI, cords don't cross walking paths. Smell tells truth. If it smells, we adjust. Spare cylinders, solder gas bottles. They're small, capped, and upright. The app used the word bomb like they were writing a movie. Cylinders live in a vented metal locker at your shop or outside behind a locked gate on your property, never in the house or closed garage. On the truck, caps on, strapped, valves off. Night equals 0 open gas. The app also posted my business phone and told people to call if they hear a hum. I don't want my customers mixed in my cul-de-sac. Put your neighbor number on the magnet near your mailbox instead. If the truck hums after 9, text me and I'll fix it in minutes. Keep business lines for business. The magnet says, I live here, not just, I work here. Let's build the loading routine so I don't improvise at 6:58 like a raccoon. Night before by 8:30 p.m. Park nose in, blanks on, garage closed if it fits. Load quietly, no clanging, no drop throws. Place bins, strap ladders, finish inside the garage. Set a 60-min timer so you don't linger and start a social. Confirm route, lock truck, lights off. Morning after 7 a.m., door up, engine on, seatbelt go. No idling, no, just one call. If you must check email, check from your kitchen, not your cab. If a part is missing, you leave without it and swing by the supplier. Your driveway isn't your storeroom. Rain load nights, tarp or garage? Garage with drip mats, get the water on rubber, not the slab. Tarp attracts comments and collects water on the driveway. Inside is the fix. Weekends, no jobs, truck home, I want to wash it. Wash inside your slab boundaries in daylight, no soap to the street, music off, compressor never. Better, use the wash bay at the lot, then bring home a clean truck that rolls into the garage and goes silent. Security, last year someone cut a strap and took a coil. I brought the truck home for that reason. Security is lot choice locks and a visible residential routine that doesn't advertise inventory. Heavy locks on racks, alarm on the lot if you can, and when you stage at home, you look like a neighbor for an hour, not a depot. Blank the logos, shut the door, don't linger. Insurance, my policy allows home parking, but the HOA doesn't. Do I need proof? We don't need your policy. We need your pattern. If the truck sleeps here, it sleeps inside. If not, it sleeps at the lot. Show the pattern with 4 nights of no driveway and you'll watch the thread die. Noise from ladder clamps, hitting metal on metal. Can I pad them or is that cheating? Pad clamps with urethane sleeves. Quiet hardware is neighbor hardware. Also, rubber bed mat kills thuds. Your ears are the block's ears at 7 a.m. Lighting, amber beacon on the roof when I reverse. It's automatic. It looked like a construction scene. Disable the beacon in residential mode. Use only reverse lights. If your truck screams work zone in your driveway, it's doing too much. My neighbor is nodding but still wants a promise about the time. She puts her kid down at 9 sharp. Say it clean. No engine outside after 9. No compressor outside before 7. No staging longer than 1 hour. And the truck sleeps inside or off-site. You will not see my logo after 9. Okay, here's me saying it. Say it again, and we'll lock it with a routine. Truck rolls into the garage with a quiet tire hush. A magnetic blank kisses the door and hides the bold blue script. The freezer nudges right and sighs into its new corner. A rubber mat hugs the compressor like a muzzle. Straps click closed with a muted thunk. A timer on a phone says load window 8 or 9 p.m. The bay window sees nothing but a plain rectangle. At 9:01, the garage door comes down and the cul-de-sac turns back into a cul-de-sac. At 6:58 a.m., a coffee steams in the kitchen while the truck still sleeps. At 7:01, the door goes up. The engine coughs once, idles for 50 seconds, then shuts as a hand forgets and remembers, then starts and rolls. No beacon, no compressor, no clang. Just a quiet exit that reads like a neighbor driving to work. What do I upload so the sticker retires instead of becoming wallpaper? 4 receipts. A photo of the truck inside the garage with the door closed, or, if it truly cannot fit, a photo of the off-site lot space in your name. A photo of magnetic blanks covering all street-facing graphics during a driveway stage with the truck nose in. A screenshot of a phone schedule showing load 8-9 p.m., quiet 9 p.m., 7 a.m., and a no-idle note. And a 15-second clip at 7:05 a.m. showing a quiet departure, no compressor, no beacon. Caption: garage first or off-site overnight, blanks on for staging, quiet window 9p7a, no idle. I'll mark in progress, no fines now. After a week with 0 after-hours hums and no overnights on the drive, resolved, compliant. Edge cases: emergency call at 9:30 p.m., burst pipe, old couple. I need to load a shark bite kit fast. You text your neighbor group, emergency call, loading for 10 minutes. Engine off. Blanks on, garage closed between trips, no compressor, in and out in 10, gone by 9:45. Emergencies are rare. Patterns are what we measure. Holiday lights show on the block. Cars crawl at 9:15. If I pull in with the logo, I look like Santa's plumber. Blanks on before you turn onto the street. Park nose in. Load silently or wait until 7 a.m. Your brand will survive one night without a billboard. Storm day. Hail in the forecast. Lot doesn't have cover. Can I tuck the truck under my carport overnight? If the garage is full and the truck can't fit, you still need the off-site plan. If hail hits at 11 p.m., a short emergency tuck under your carport with no idling, no loading, door closed where possible, then off-site at dawn is reasonable. Document it and text the block. Hail emergency tuck, moving out at 7 a.m. One-time weather isn't a pattern. Saturday morning maintenance. Swap wiper blades. Refill washer fluid quiet but at 7:05, okay? Saturday after 8 a.m. feels kinder. If you must at 7, make it 5 minutes and 0 clatter. No compressors ever. You can tighten a bolt without becoming a parade. Trailer. On rare days, I tow a jetter trailer. It's short. Can I back it in for 20 minutes? 20 minutes during daylight with no street blocking and no uncoupled overnight is fine. If it can't go with you immediately, it lives at the lot. The cul-de-sac is not a hitch museum. Uniform. I walk in with a shirt that screams the business. The app called it a costume. Your shirt is clothes. Your driveway is what we're dressing. Dress the truck like a neighbor after hours with blanks, and shirts stop mattering. Customer lives 3 doors down. They see the logo either way. Then you schedule arrival direct from the lot at 8 a.m. Not a pre-show in the driveway at 7:15. They can see the logo at their curb. Not in your neighbor's bay. Neighbor wants to know how to reach me if I slip. Put a small magnet on your mailbox. Truck hum after 9? Text. Eyes. Astai. I'll fix it immediately. That line buys grace. Kids throw a basketball near the rack when I'm home at 6:30. Ball clanks. My fault or theirs? Your ladder clamps should be padded so an accidental thunk isn't a symphony. Kids will be kids at 6:30. Your responsibility is quiet gear and brief staging. Lighting in the garage. My LED bar lights up the block when the door's up. Angle down. Warm color. Doors up only when you're active, and off during quiet hours. Your garage light shouldn't be a stage light. Tires squeal at the curb when I turn out. It's a tight radius. Slow your steering. Back out straighter, and roll easy. Squeal reads show off, even if it's a turn fact. The neighbor with the bay window takes a last look. A plain white blank smiles where blue letters used to be. A quiet garage door rolls shut at 9 p.m. The cul-de-sac goes back to bedroom white noise. At 7:03 a.m., the truck glides forward. No beacon, no clatter, no speak.